What's up, Bills fans? How are you? Happy New Year. It's fucking over! Yes! That fucking albatross is gone. Oh my fucking god, guys. Oh my god. What a fucking day. The fact that everything that had to happen happened. We had to wait till 4. You know, it just seemed like almost like the perfect storm. I was just sitting there like, oh God, I hope that Chargers game doesn't come back to bite them in the ass. And you're gonna have to hear about that. And then you saw the way the Bills game was going. They looked like they had that handled. And then the fucking onside kick happened, and it was like, oh my God. Poyer ended that relatively quickly, but that game was never in doubt. Shady goes down, for Christ's love. The Adam Schefter posted that his X-rays came back negative. Thank God. Hopefully that means he can play, if anything, in a limited basis. But they were able to get the game done and dusted. Win their game, finish the year at 9-7, their third time during the. And I have to. This is the last time I'm going to say this because it was still effective at the time. This is the last time we'll say it. During the drought, that is no more. It's done. That phrase, that term, that thing that we would constantly hear, no matter who the coaches are, the players were, doesn't matter. It's over. And these group of players, and I've banged on certain ones, will always, they'll hold a place for me for forever. As long as I'm a Bills fan, no matter what they do next Sunday, they'll have a sense of reverence for me for the rest of my life. And then fast forwarding not too far, you know, we're watching the Bengals. Sorry if I'm an emotional fucking. The Bengals Ravens game. The Bengals early on looked like they had that. It looked like it was going their way. That fucking kickoff right at the end of half. The Ravens get a quick, touchdown, and it looked like the Bengals were going to go in 17-3, and then they get that, and it's like, oh my God, with 8 seconds left, they get touchdown on the first play, and I believe the Ravens came out and kicked a field goal. Cincinnati ended up scoring a touchdown on the chip drill interception by Denard. Denard, it was big time return. They were in the red zone too. They looked like they were going to at least get 3 out of it. That went back the other way for 6, and then 7 with the PAT. You guys were following along, I hope. I know you had to have been. And then it was just Cincinnati couldn't do anything on offense. It just could not move the ball. It just looked like it was going into like turtle mode, and I was like, come on, if this is this guy's last game, whatever, try it. But selfish reasons, obviously, all of us. And of course, everything, the calls looked like they were just floating the Bengals' way. And then they get the go-ahead touchdown to fucking Mike Wallace. And it's just like, oh man, here we go. And just let me just jump back to the Miami Bills game. Fucking Jarvis Landry's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I like his style of play and everything like that. He's a very physical, but he's just a dickhead. The guy is a fucking knucklehead. Okay, he's always trying to put hot sauce on people, and when somebody takes offense to it or wants to give it back to him, he can't handle it. He acts like a little fucking child, and pouts and bitches and fucking wants to go trying to hurt people. It's fucking ridiculous. He's a piece of shit. It makes me sick, man. Stop that shit. Hard enough to play this game, that game. You're gonna get hurt, but still. But then. Okay, back to the Cincinnati Ravens game. that whole last bit, Cincinnati got a few calls, gave them a few first downs. They were in advantageous field position, and they just kind of stalemated. Instead of fourth and I think it was a 4th and 12. I was just like, oh my God, you just saw it. Was it going to be intercepted? Because the one pass was intercepted, and they got the holding call. And then Tyler Boyd, who again, Andy Dalton to Tyler Boyd will be a famous play in Bills lore because it ends what was formerly known as the drought. We can say now, formerly known. It's that 10,000-pound elephant gorilla in the room. This process, this trust the process, this banging on about winning Monday through Saturday. And I know some, pretty serendipitous things might have had to have happened, but you know what? They've happened against the Bills too. For 17 years, I've seen some pretty damn crazy bounces of the ball go against the Bills. We all have. And then even in their game where the ball bounced, went right back to Miami on the onside kick, which is like, I don't know how many onside kicks they fucked up within the last few weeks, but that one in particular, excuse me, and it was like, oh my God. And it feels like I've been talking forever, and I've only been talking for 6 minutes and 40 seconds, and I'm just drained, guys. I can't believe they've done it. They've gotten into the playoffs. This is the first time they've been in the playoffs since I was a teenager, and it didn't happen in the fashion and manner we all would have liked. I know there's Bills fans that would call and or even say like, hey, I'd rather see them not go and they get bounced, but they got in. They got in, and we're not going to have to hear any more about a drought. We're not going to have to hear any more about, that's gone. It's been fucking jettisoned off of our backs. The longest playoff drought in North American sports, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, hockey, it's over. The Bills are no longer attached to that stain. Unfortunately, I have some friends that live in that area. A damn fan base had to watch their team go 0-16 and bring back a coach that was 1-31. Are you fucking kidding me? That's fucking unbelievable. And then for the Bills to do what they did, and I don't even want to talk about the future right now in terms of next year and stuff. I just want all of us enjoy this, guys. All of us enjoy this. All the players that put out all year, whether it was Tywan Jones making that really tough play. I believe it was in the Raiders game. He made that really tough. It was either the Raiders game or Bucks game. He made that really tough first down. He ends up getting himself hurt. Breaks his arm, I believe, in the Jets game. Just all the guys that have just put their bodies through hell and back. Kyle through this. Eric Wood, he's been through all the surgeries and all the shit. Tyrod, for as many times as I've banged on him, and he's just done just enough, just keeping it. Just trying to cobble together whatever they can. Zay Jones playing on a hurt knee. Charles Clay playing on a hurt knee. Fuck, man. Just these safeties that the Bills have acquired this season that have been the best pair of safeties that I might have ever, and I've seen, the pairings of it on the whole bodies of Henry Jones, Kurt Schultz, Matt Darby, Mark Kelso, Leonard Smith. I saw all those guys, all those guys play, even Lawyer Malloy for his first little stint with the Bills. And for all the guys that came into that defensive backfield with all the talk and all the hype and all the self-promotion, or like the Dante Whitners of the world, or the Stephon Gilmores of the world, or all the guys that poked their chest out but never stood up in the big moments and and these guys have made plays all year long. Whether it was game 1 to week 17, Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde are the two best free agent acquisitions that the Bills have made since Bryce Paul. Since Bryce Paul. Seriously. And that is that is not debatable. In my opinion, that is not a debate. That offseason they brought in two guys, Ted Washington, Bryce Paul. The impact that these two have made on this unit and their positions, and they equal that impact. And Bryce Paul was NFL Defensive Player of the Year that year. It unbelievable. Like Trey White, rookie, that he just is like a veteran. I tweeted it. I don't even know he's a rookie. I don't know he's a rookie. He does not act like a rookie. He does not conduct himself like a rookie. He doesn't play like a rookie. A guy like E.J. Gaines, who was kind of like, they were like the safeties except Hyde. Hyde was the guy with the name, and then Trey White was kind of like the guy they traded down for. So it was like, oh well, at least they got that first round pick. These were all also rans, afterthoughts. And when healthy, E.J. Gaines has proven to be a hell of a corner. He almost had a pick today. Oh, just all these guys that have just banged, their bodies against brick walls and concrete that have hung around for this shit. It's crazy, from this whole season and this whole like run of futility when it comes to making the postseason is just done. Irregardless of what happens next Sunday, they play the Jaguars on Sunday at 1 o'clock in Jacksonville. So they'll basically just go back to Florida, north obviously, and we'll all be watching for the first time. They'll return to the playoffs against an AFC South opponent. The Titans were the last one they played, also an AFC South team. This time they play the Jaguars. And that was the last team that Jim Kelly played as a Bill in a playoff game at formerly Rich Stadium. One of the last years it was known as Rich Stadium. This is unbelievable, guys. I wish I could celebrate with you guys. I started doing these videos, and 07. My first one was after the whole debacle on Monday Night Football against Dallas, because I was just so frustrated that Monday night game. And we're here now, and I know they didn't win the Super Bowl or anything like that, but my God, that was 11, 12 years ago. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 11 years, and it's done. And all this time that's elapsed, and you young guys that haven't seen it, really, really, really enjoy what you saw. I can't begin to express. I mean, I've watched this team play a game that took them to a Super Bowl multiple times, and imagine I got that same feeling today again when I saw Tyler Boyd caught that touchdown, and when they stopped, I believe it was I don't know, I think it was more short of the first down. It was either more. I think it was more. The wide receiver for Baltimore. The Bengals stopped him short of that first down. I needed that finality right there to realize that it was truly done, and the Bills were going to go into the playoffs. And they are in the playoffs, guys. They are fucking into the playoffs. We get to watch our team, our beloved football team, go to the playoffs. I know I haven't brought much emotion. I mean, I'm just so fucked. Oh my God, what a feeling, guys. What a feeling. Hope you guys are partying your asses off out there, and just be safe, alright? But enjoy it. Have a fucking blast. And this is just gonna make that partying sweeter. All right, I love all you guys. Have a great New Year. And let's go Bills. Let's enjoy next Sunday, but let's enjoy this for a little while. Let's give ourselves 2 or 3 days to really fucking sink our teeth into this juicy steak because it's a delicious one. Happy New Year, guys. Go Bills.